In this week's video, I fill up my cart full of vintage home decor at the local Goodwill. We hit an estate sale and a tiny little thrift store I have never been in that was full of vintage goods.
Good morning, everyone. So today is Saturday. I have been home sick for 3 days. Surprisingly, I was uber productive on 2 of them. I'm feeling much better today, and I'm feeling squirrely because I literally haven't left the house in 3 days. And there is an estate sale, and everything is going to be 50% off at noon. It's 11:35 now. So the other thing that's on my list today is looking for items for Brooke Johnson from the Junk Parlor. If you missed that, we are doing a collaboration. We're doing a mystery box for each other. I'm going to look for $100 worth of items that I feel like her style, and then she's doing the same thing. We're going to ship those to each other, and that unboxing video comes out 9/14, but you have to go to her channel to see what I got her and vice versa. So anyways, so excited. If you've never caught her before, she has amazing taste. She finds really unique items. She's really into primitives and Americana, just all the good stuff, farmhouse, and she does a little bit of mid-century modern. So, you know, if that's your vibe, you must check out her channel. So I was able to go in really quickly and do a quick preview just of the downstairs. There's really not much there. If I wait 15 minutes, I might be able to get some of the items. I don't know. Is it even worth it? There's a really cool frame I think Brooke would really like, except it's huge. So I don't know if I really want to ship that. That would take a lot of space in her box. This would look really pretty under a cloche. I don't know if Brooke would like this, but it is kind of sweet. I think I'm going to take at least one. Then there's this really pretty little vase. Maybe for the store, I don't know. Well, as usual, it was very difficult to film in there once the half price was going because there were just so many people, everybody's scrambling. There wasn't really a lot there, but as usual, I still walked out with a bag full of stuff, and I found some items for Brooke's mystery box, so I'm super happy about that. Now let's go see what other shenanigans we can get into. So there's not a lot of garage sales listed on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. So we're gonna hit a few thrift stores. It's not something I typically do on a Saturday in August. Usually I'm hitting up estate sales and garage sales. And I think I've only been to this thrift store one time. But you know what? Never know when you're gonna get lucky. How bright this is. Wow, that is so bright. What a beautiful lamp. That is so pretty. It's $119, which is about what we would charge in the store. But look how pretty it is. If I could ship this to Brooke, I would, because I think she would love one of these columns. I love a good column.
Clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
Look at this cute little creamer. It's $4.99, but it is adorable. And what are these? These look French. La Fermère. Oh, I kind of like this too. Kind of like it for Brooke. Kind of has a rustic feel to it. What is this? That is signed. Let's look it up. Oh, and then what are these? Restoration Hardware, $7 each. They have their original tags of $20. So originally these were $20 a piece. They're goblets, but I would probably put a votive in them. Cool little bell. Oops, it works. Totally works. Look at this beautiful blue platter. $6.99. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look at the horns. I know Brooke likes horns, but my God, they're gigantic. That's crazy. They're $8 a piece. That would be That would be a really big box. Look how beautiful these embroidered chairs are. This one even has a butterfly. So pretty. Lovely. Look how pretty these are. Portuguese, maybe? Greek? They're not marked. Love the pattern on that. So I overestimated my recovery level because I'm already feeling tired. And it's only one. I've only been out a little over an hour. So I do have enough energy to go to one more thrift store. We're going to go to a Goodwill. And then I am going to pick up something to eat. And I do have to stop at Michael's because if you haven't heard, I have picked up painting. I am basically seeing my New Year's intention coming through. I have painted 4 paintings, and I am just having the funnest time with it. Busy in here, and they are set up for Halloween already. Is this a napkin holder? Oh, this is really interesting. It was carved in 1980. So, look at this cool tin box. I think Brooke would really like this, but I don't think she would like the roses on it. If it was just like green checks, I think it would be a go. It is really cool. It could always be painted, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look at this little slag glass piece. $3.99. What does that say? Made in the USA.
Yeah, we can stop and get you.
That is pretty. What was it used for? I don't think it had a lid. It doesn't have a lip. And these are $3.99. So we usually sell these for $10 to $12, but $4 feels a bit high. So this is also really cool. I think it's a vase. I mean, what would you put in there? That hole is so tiny. It's a great piece. $2003. It is signed. Is that somebody famous? I do not know. But it is cool. Very tempted. Oh my gosh. And here's another piece. Another really cool studio pottery piece. Maybe somebody donated their collection. Look at that. That's pretty cool too. Gosh darn it. Decisions.
again because I don't need anything in the store. Now that one is an amateur piece. It's super heavy. This one I think is a professional piece, but I really love this. I love all the texture. I love that it's a little bit wonky. And I'm being tempted again because look at all these studio pottery pieces. Oh, I always love this beautiful blue. I don't know why I am so enchanted by this shade. How sweet. This looks like a Mary Englebright box. It is $7.99. Oh, it used to be sold at Home Goods, and it's not. It's by Candace Reuter. I love all the bright colors. Apparently this little box is pretty valuable, so it's gonna come home. And then look at this beautiful piece. Wow. It's just a wall tile, but I love the colors. I think I have to take that too. Oh, these are really interesting. And then there's a matching tray. $5.99. That is really kind of cool. Oh, I'm so tempted. For the store mainly. Oh, another tile. And then here's a little Florentine piece of art. It's not my favorite Florentine piece. It's $2.99. I think I'm gonna leave it. Teeny weeny tiny little pottery mug. Oh, that's almost really more decorative than utilitarian. But again, I love the colors. So cute. I have to take it just for the colorway. So this is definitely vintage, probably from Japan. Still has a sticker, but it's very, very faded. It's kind of cute. $4.99. So here's another really cool stoneware piece. This would look so beautiful on a counter. I'm not gonna take it
It is $12.99, but my gosh, it is gorgeous. I love the form of it. I love the green with this kind of almost a mauvey brown. And then I love the lid. And then this is also pretty. It's interesting because it's not a pitcher. It's more of like a mug. But I think it would make a pretty little vase. I'm so tempted. And then this is a beautiful teapot. Right now, I feel like stripes and checks and bright colors like this, they're really having a moment in home decor. A teapot like this just really stands out. Extremely decorative and of course very functional. This one actually comes from the UK. The prices are all over the board. I'm not gonna buy it, but it is really pretty. This one though, I'm so tempted to buy. I think I'm gonna buy it. I almost want to keep it for myself because I feel like that raspberry color matches my kitchen. This is a fun little basket. This is funny. Oh, it's supposed to be in the toy section and it's in the Tupperware section along with this guy, its little friend. Well, that was really a successful outing. I'm home now, just in time for it to start raining. I bought a quiche and some bacon and some strawberries, and I bought paint so I can get to painting. I'm so enjoying it that like I look forward to like bringing out my brushes. But before I do any of that, I have a haul for you. Again, what a successful day. And before we start though, if you're new here, my name is Abigail. I own a vintage and antique store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have an antique booth at Lander Street Vintage in Seattle, Washington. I sell on most major platforms. My favorite right now is Etsy. I do have a coupon code. It is LOVEITBUYIT. It saves you 15% on your total purchase on Etsy and eBay. And I'm super active on Instagram. So if you are too, go follow me over there for daily content. And if you ever see anything in my videos that you like and the listing isn't in the description or it's not listed yet, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the pinned comment. Email is the best way to contact me. All right, let's start with the last stop first. Number one, 2 people actually came up to my cart and were admiring my finds. I actually think it was because it had a lot of color. So anyways, I did get this little picture. I couldn't leave it behind. I love this. It's really leans towards a pastel geometric design, very Portuguese or very like Mediterranean, I would say. And I don't know if I could find room in my place, I may keep this because I find it to be really charming. And like I said, it's got the raspberry color that matches my cabinets and blue, which also matches my place. And then I got this. I looked it up and it is, it's called Catzilla. It was made in 2005 by Candace Reuter. And I just really find this such a charming little piece. And you can see it's got blue on the inside and a little butterfly. I wouldn't have bought it though if it didn't have some value. I was really surprised at what these were comping for. Pretty crazy. Now there is a little bit of paint loss right here, but I have some red paint and I will just touch that up. But anyways, I really like this one. And you know, I love cats. Got this little slag glass. It is not supposed to have a top on it. This one was $3.99. Oh, the cat box was $7.99 and the little picture was $3.99. But I do love this slag glass. The prices are all over the place, but this one will more likely go to my booth, and I'll probably just put a price of like $19, maybe $20 for it, because I think it would, I think there's an area in my booth that's kind of lacking in these kind of items, which are a little bit more, less farmhouse, less primitive, less Americana, and more vintage. So that's where this is going to go. I could not resist. I had to buy this. It is heavy, which means this was made by an amateur ceramicist potter, but I still really like it. I love the color. I love the design on it. I love these little round indentations. It is signed on the bottom, and I did pay $9.99 for it, and I got this beautiful piece. Now this was done by a professional. That hole is so little though. I feel like, was it supposed to be a vase? What else would you put in here? But it is in beautiful condition. I don't know who that is. It is signed and it has 2003. And maybe I'll put it on Facebook, the identification page, and somebody could tell me who this potential or who this potter is or was. At that Mission Thrift, I got this beautiful transferware platter. Oh, it's so pretty. And surprisingly, it was only $6. It doesn't have any, I mean, it has the tiniest little mark right there. I think it says 16, but it doesn't have any other markings on the back. But it is an older piece and it is so lovely. I think this one will be going to my booth, even though I keep saying my booth is full, and I have a hallway full of stuff that's heading to my booth. But I will find a place for it because it is really pretty. Oh, the light was so funky, I had to move. So anyways, I also got 2 sets of these beautiful plates. These were $3.99. Each one is completely different, but they are reproduction by Spode. And amazingly, these reproduction... they're all clanging together. These reproduction plates have actually sold for me. I have had multiple Spode plates that I have sold online. I usually sell them individually. So these were sold at places like TJ Maxx and Marshall's, but they don't sell them anymore. And so now these are highly collectible. I'm sure the originals are, but even the reproductions are. And if I remember right, they usually go for like about $21. So not a ton a piece, but for $3.99, I got each one for $3.99. So at $1.30, that's a pretty good return on my investment. I also got this sweet little pillow. You know what I really love about this is it's fluorescent. Like, this is a super, super bright pink color. Even the green is really bright, but I think it's really sweet. It's kind of got this, what is that? Taffeta brocade on the back. And I did pay $6.99. So I paid $7 for it, but I think somebody online will really like this. At the Goodwill, I did finally decide to grab this. I feel like we're finally well stocked on stoneware pottery at the store, but I couldn't resist. I mean, come on, look at the fish, look at the leaf design, and it's just a really practical little tray. You could use it for decorative purposes or to serve food. I paid $5.99 for this one, and this will be going to the store. And that Goodwill really delivered, because I also got this beautiful, beautiful tile work art. It is meant to hang on a wall, and look how gorgeous that is. Now, I'm usually not attracted to things like this, but I could not resist. It is just really well done. The colors are just really vibrant and fun. And this was one of the pieces that this young guy really admired that I had picked up, and I paid $7.99 for it. At that estate sale, I got 2 of these. I don't know where the other one rolled off to, but these are really, really delicate. I actually think it holds a votive candle, but I love the kind of smoky glass, and I love that they were very tall and slim. I can't remember what I paid for them. Maybe it was like $3 for the set. They are super delicate though. If they survive my trip to the store, that would be awesome. The first thing that I saw there that I wanted when I was doing the quick preview is this little Paris print. It's basically, is it a watercolor? Yeah. It's a lovely little watercolor of a bridge in Paris with the Eiffel Tower way off in the distance. And with the 50% off discount, it turned out to be $4. My biggest purchase of the day was a whole set of this Oneida coronation silver plate. It was a whole box. It's almost a complete set. I think, of course, it's always the spoons that go missing, right? Or the forks. But in this case, I think there's like a teaspoon missing. Now, here is my question. And it is a beautiful design. Look at the design on that. It is so pretty. They're fluted. Now, here's my question. Would you sell these as like an individual place setting with like the fork and the spoon and the soup spoon? Basically divide up the set, or would you sell it as a whole set? Now, I am never on the hunt for flatware like this. I have sold flatware, but usually I find it in a bundle and lot it up, and I'll buy it, and it has sold fairly well, actually. But I've never bought this much in one purchase, right? So I don't know if I should like divide it all up and sell them as individual place settings, or are they more valuable if you just sell the whole box, because it comes with the box as well, as you saw in the video. At that estate sale, I also got this. It is a studio pottery piece. It is signed on the bottom. I think it would make an amazing crock for utensils. And this one I paid $6 for. I really love the colors in it. I think that was one of the reasons I wanted it. Plus, I think that this type of like crock really is utilitarian. I think it makes a great, like, again, holder. That's the only thing I can ever think of, like, for it to hold like wooden spoons in your kitchen, but it would be really lovely for that. And then I got this little plate. Now this is really interesting because I've never seen a plate. It's got this like raised area where the design is, but it's really pretty. I like the flowers, and it was only $3 after the 50% off. So I decided to grab that as well. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this quick jaunt to an estate sale and a couple thrift stores. I think that was a pretty good haul for such a short time out. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting yourself, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you, that you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video. I almost forgot to mention, I actually did find some items for Brooke for the mystery box, some really cool items. And so I'm so excited that although I feel like I've bought a lot of things, but I've gotten some really good deals. So I just have to keep shopping for her. Shopping and shopping.